Am I concerned about the 737 fleet? And we are very concerned about this particular event. Engine failures like this should not occur, obviously. And so, yes, we're very concerned about this. David, to be able to extrapolate that to the entire 737 fleet, I will say that if we find the need, if we feel that this is a deeper issue, we have the capability to issue urgent safety recommendations. Well, we're not doing that tonight because we don't fully have all the facts surrounding this.
The National Transportation Safety Board sharing an update today on their probe into Southwest Airlines Flight 1380. The jet traveling from New York to Dallas made an emergency landing in Philadelphia yesterday after suffering engine failure, killing one person. The fan blade,
it's separated in two places. It's separated at the hub. There's a fatigue fracture where this number 13 fan blade would come into that hub. It also fractured roughly halfway through it.
The 737, carrying 144 passengers and 5 crew members, was 20 minutes into its flight when an engine blew, sending shrapnel flying, one piece shattering a window near the plane's left wing. Passengers described the frantic moments that followed as a woman is almost sucked out a window.
Somebody screamed and we realized what had happened when the window went out. And so I tried and I couldn't. I just couldn't.
The flight attendant said, would you please, is there anybody here who knows CPR? And I was like, out of my seatbelt. These two wonderful men, the MT and a passenger, they managed to get her back inside the plane, and we lay her down and we started CPR.
The woman who needed medical attention did not survive. Her name, Jennifer Reardon, a 43-year-old bank executive and mother of 2 from New Mexico. This, the first deadly incident on a U.S. commercial flight in 9 years. But it's the second time this style of engine had failed on a Southwest jet in the past 2 years. The airline now inspecting fan blades on all of its 737s with the same engines within 30 days. An outpouring of praise for the pilot who landed the plane. 56-year-old Tammy Jo Schultz is a former fighter pilot for the U.S. Navy. You can hear the pilot's calm resolve in this audio recording.
Okay, could you have the medical meet us there on the runway as well? We've got injured passengers.
Injured passengers, okay. And is your airplane physically on fire?
No, it's not on fire, but part of it's missing. They said there was a hole and someone went out.
I'm sorry, you said there was a hole and somebody went out?
One passenger who was on board tweeted, "Because of Tammy Jo Schultz, we were able to go home. She is a true American hero. I and many others on the flight owe our lives to her and the entire Southwest Air crew. We live to tell the story. Thank you." As for the investigation, the flight data recorder has been retrieved. It will be reviewed in Washington, and it could take 12 to 15 months before the probe wraps up.